Today's episode is brought to you by Taziki's Mediterranean Grill. I mean, I love that place. I always get the salmon feast, fish, vegetables. It's very healthy Mediterranean food. The lamb gyro is really popular there. You can order online for ease and convenience. And this coming Tuesday, September 15th, from 3 to 8 p.m., it's Sater's Night Out. Every dollar that goes into that restaurant, 10% comes back to the school. So you're going to eat dinner anyway, because you're a human watching this. So when you eat dinner on Tuesday, go to Taziki's, hook it up, get some really nice food, clean food so you don't bust your diet, right? You'll feel good afterwards, no guilt, right? And then you're helping out the school too. It's a win-win. Today's guest is Channing Ware, senior at Sacred Heart, 14-time class president somehow, cross country, mock trial, speech and debate, member of the media club. The guy does it all, and he's going to start hosting a student edition of the Crusader where we get to see what life is really like for students at this school. I got a chance to sit down and talk with him, and it was really cool getting to talk to such a bright, young personality. So I hope you enjoy it. Doing too many things nowadays, man.
You're busy, popular.
Yeah, I like it, I guess.
It's good.
Man, it's really cool to have you here in the studio,
Yes.
a.k.a. the drum room. Channing Ware, 14-time class president, cross-country stud, speech and debate, mock trial. You do it all. It's so great to have you here. First in-person podcast. How are you feeling today?
Awesome. Thank you for having me. It's so awesome to be here.
Dude, it's really exciting. I've been doing these on Zoom, talking to a MacBook, and it's like...
It's different.
I mean, I like having that opportunity, that chance, but this is better. Actual humans with no,
Socially distanced, but
socially distant. We're about 15 feet away, so we're good. We got our crew in here. They're off camera, but Bo and Tanner, rock stars, figuring out all this stuff, and it's a really cool learning process to be a part of. It's great to have you here because you're actually going to you're going to host this.
Yeah.
The student edition.
It's super exciting.
I won't make you talk to grown-ups. Well, other than me. But you could interview teachers. I mean, do you have any ideas who you'd want to talk to?
Teachers or students?
I think students. Personally, I think that would work if you're talking to, plus people would be more excited if you're talking to other students. Who do you envision as people that would be good on this?
There are so many great options and great people at the school to interview, but just some of the people that come to mind first are Morgan B. Vaughn, who's the founder and president of the media club, Kitty Grace Berry, co-head cheerleader of the Sacred Heart cheer team, Brianna Nicholson, president of the speech and debate team, Copeland now, a co-captain of the cross country team. There's just so many people that could be amazing interview people.
Yeah, those are all really good choices for sure. Yeah, well, that's exciting, man. That's really exciting.
Yeah.
So I've been asking everybody this. It's so great to be back and, actually be in the building. How did you handle COVID taking away your spring from last year and going into the summer? How did you cope with all that?
It was definitely really different. Obviously, we haven't had anything like that before. We did continue classes online that last 9 weeks, and that was different, trying to switch all of my classes to Google Classroom. That was an adjustment, but I think my class and the teachers adjusted very well to that. Going to the summer, you couldn't really vacation, which was sort of a bummer, but you adjusted as well, which is where I got my TikTok addiction, which was pretty bad. But it was just a big adjustment.
So you're on TikTok?
24/7.
24/7.
Yeah.
Do you post or do you just watch?
No, I'm not gonna post yet because I need an amazing first post in order to get famous. So.
Yeah. So do you you have to work on your choreography, right?
Yeah. Oh no, I have that down packed. I just need something really good.
So you're saying you got one hidden away. It's just not ready to put the lights on it yet.
The world's not ready for it yet.
The world's not. I like that. The world's not ready for it. Yeah, I thought about getting on TikTok. I was when we went and did, distance learning in the spring, I was like, man, I got to do something for my lessons. So I put some lessons up on YouTube, and I was like, man, I could like really get into social media stuff and really try and promote it. And I had a student ask, are you on TikTok? And I said, I'm working on it, which was code for no, and I probably won't be. Are we going to have TikTok in the States? Like, I heard, like...
Yeah. It's a big old thing now. Hopefully Microsoft will buy it and TikTok will stay.
Yeah, if Microsoft buys it, it'll stick around. Well, here's hoping TikTok is around for many years to come, just like the apps that have lived for so long, like Vine and MySpace and... Oh, never mind.
Let's not compare them to those.
Well, that's great. Well, it's good that you found stuff to do. Now in the spring, this is mock trial that was going to nationals, right? You were supposed to go to Evansville, Indiana.
Yeah.
So how did you? I mean, be honest. Like, what'd that feel like when you found out you couldn't go?
It hurt a lot because, especially like since we had such a great team, in my opinion, we had like 5 seniors who were fantastic. So. Going to nationals the year before, it was just such a great adventure and such a great experience. Just being with your team and just being able to experience going to nationals. And last year we went to Georgia, Athens, Georgia. So just seeing teams from so many different states and so many different regions was just a culture shock in a way, but also just so enlightening and so amazing just to see so many different teams and so many different perspectives, but also being with your team and just strengthening your bond together, which was really amazing.
Where were finals last year?
Athens, Georgia.
Athens. Oh, I'm sorry. Athens, Georgia. Man, so you travel a fair amount doing mock trial.
Yeah.
So what's mock trial like? I mean, I've had Bo explain it to me, but I like to pretend I'm smart, but I'm not really that smart. What is mock trial?
I mean, Bo would probably explain it best, like since his dad's the coach, but I mean, I can give him my best shot. So like, there's attorneys and witnesses that we portray, and you get a script at the beginning of the year, a big old case file, and it has like pages and pages of scripts of different witnesses. Like there's normally either like a murder or a robbery or like theft or some type of like crime. So then the attorneys are obviously arguing for that case, but the witnesses are actually living the story and portraying their characters.
Wow.
It's really fun. It's really fun.
Well, I was just going to say that I'm sure there's a lot of acting involved.
Yeah.
So do you have a lot of students who do theater as well as mock trial? Is there a crossover there?
There is a slight crossover, like Kitty Grace Berry and Slim Malloy. I know they did theater last year, and I think they said it helped them with their witness portrayals. But the majority of our team doesn't really do theater. A lot of us do speech and debate, though, which may help with our interpretation.
Right. Okay, so there's a bigger crossover between speech and debate and mock trial.
For sure, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Kitty Grace Berry was in that, it's the Juliet.
Yeah.
It's Romeo and Juliet, but it's different. Jake Nurkin was in that as well.
It was hilarious.
They're so good.
Yeah.
And there's so much personality just between those two people. It's incredible.
Yeah.
So what's speech and debate like? What do you like about speech and debate?
I like how you can talk about really vulnerable subjects, but also just like, it's like really empowering to me, just being able to speak about whatever you want, whether it's funny to dramatic and serious. It's just, you can be you, which is the main issue and topic, I think.
Really?
Yeah. Really, individuality is the main thing.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And that's not something that is associated with Catholic schools historically.
Historically, yeah.
You know, if you're outside of this building, you think, oh, Catholic, restrictive, not letting people do things, and that's really refreshing to hear. And so who runs speech and debate?
Miss Maggie Farrell.
Yeah, she's a winner. Her. I like her. Yeah, and she's one of those people that's accepting of people. I try and do that as a teacher too, but it's really cool when you see other people who are taking it to the next level like that.
She always tries to make sure like you can be you, like no matter what the piece is, like just make sure like your voice is heard, and which is something that I really admire about her.
Wow, your voice is heard.
Yeah.
Well, Channing, your voice is being heard right now on the internet.
Crazy.
Right? I sound like such a boomer. I'm into fun shirts now. Dude, look at my fun shirt. This is my boomer shirt. It's got a bunch of palm trees on it.
It's funny.
And so I say things now like it's on the internet, I probably just shouldn't have said that in the first place. But you know what? I'm leaning into it. I'm gonna age gracefully. But so what else? Oh, cross country.
Mm-hmm.
So did y'all get to practice at all this fall? Because that's usually happening right now. That's usually in the summer and then into the fall during like football season.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, have y'all been able to practice, or how has that gone?
Yeah, we have practiced a bit over the summer. A few of us met to like summer condition and try to like better ourselves. Obviously, for like the upcoming senior season for like our seniors. And then in the fall, the past few weeks we have been running. We've been socially distancing, obviously, like in our stretch circles, like make sure we're 6 feet apart and not get too close to each other when we start running. Actually, but yeah, we have been practicing and preparing for the upcoming season.
That's great. I would think that'd be the one sport that you could distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go out, just
run
outside.
Be free.
Yeah. Man, that's awesome, man. I try to do cross country a little bit, but
I don't know why we do it. Like, we're torturing ourselves by running, but
it's a little, yeah,
a
little bit, but it takes a severe amount of dedication and focus, and that's kind of the vibe I get from you, man, is that whatever you end up doing, you're just focused and determined. And I mean, if you to keep all these activities going, that I know they're very time consuming, right?
They can be, yeah.
I mean, that's impressive. You don't have to be at school,
yeah.
but you're here doing this, helping us out.
I mean, I love it.
Helping make the school look that much better. You could be. What do you do normally on early release?
Go home and take a nap. That's all I do.
See, and I hate to get between a man and his nap time.
Don't worry about it.
Well, yeah, keeping busy is definitely important, especially when I think especially when things aren't really going your way.
Yeah.
And that's been COVID. It's been really awesome to be able to stay busy. What's the general vibe amongst seniors being back at school in the middle of a pandemic?
Yeah. I think most of us are just like glad to be back around each other, like especially like getting our year from last year cut short. I know the first day of school, I was just super hyper. I was like, I could see people I haven't seen in months. Like, I was just so excited. So I think we're just glad to be with each other and hopefully get to finish our senior year like normal.
Yeah, I know they're predicting vaccine by 2021. So it'd be great if you got a normal graduation.
Yeah.
I know that's what we all want. What's like, and you can be honest here. What's the main topic? Give me a look into what it's like to be a senior at school this year, or just a student in general.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember the importance I placed on my senior year. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
Right? You plan for it. You think about it at least since you're a freshman.
Yeah.
Oh, when I'm a senior, what's the general consensus, or what do you guys talk about? How are you guys feeling as you go throughout each, routine school day?
Yeah. Like going off like what you said, like about senior year, like you see like so many movies about senior year, like High School Musical. Like we all just want our lives to be like High School Musical, just have like that perfect senior year. So like this is really what we're striving for this year. Mm-hmm. Honestly, like the vibe that I'm getting, like a lot of us didn't think we would even last this many weeks into the school year. Mm. So the fact that we're still here, it just like motivates us to keep on going, to live each day to the fullest. Like we don't know how many days we have left with each other, so we should just really take advantage of that, which is something that's really special to me.
That's a really positive outlook in a very anxiety-ridden situation.
Yeah.
Like because it's really important to focus on what you're able to do and look towards the future,
mm-hmm.
And that's awesome. I've found it I've had to remind myself, think about what you're able to do now or what you're able to do in the future instead of what you can't do right now.
Yeah.
So it's good to hear that that's kind of what's going on with you guys. Like you said, not taking it for granted because you know what it's like when it's taken away.
Yeah.
And
like we just don't want to relive like what the seniors last year had to go through. Like they obviously didn't get to finish their senior year, so like we're hoping we can.
Yeah, I'm rooting for you guys as well, for sure. It's not an easy thing, and it's one of those things too that everyone in the world is dealing with it at the same time.
Yeah.
So you can't reach out to anyone else and go, oh, you guys are better. It's fine. It's an issue for everyone, and it's one of those things too. It's great that we can talk about it because, That's what's on everybody's minds right now.
Yeah.
It's like, when are we going to get back to normal, you know?
And that's all we want. We just want to go back to normal.
Yeah, being around other humans, it was like one of those things where it's so great doing it here. You know, we are distanced and with masks on most of the time. You know, I know we don't have masks on right now, but having to like really take precautions and, you know, it's tiring. It's extra work for sure.
Sometimes you just want to hug. You just want to hug sometimes.
Man, or a high five.
Yeah.
I like high fives.
Physical contact.
Fist bumps. You know, I do the elbow. That's
what we do.
That's the 2020 fist bump. It's just your elbow.
We do a lot of elbowing in the hallways.
All right, Channing, it's time to play a game.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm going to ask you a couple questions, and these are really serious.
Okay, I'm pretty indecisive. I hope you know that.
Really serious. Well, we're going to find out.
We will.
All right, you ready? First one. If you had a time machine, would you go back in time or visit the future?
The future.
The future. How far in the future?
Well, I would want to see Wait, can I see my own future? Okay, sure. So I'll just go... How old am I? 17? I'll go 20 years in the future.
20 years in the future.
I'll be about 37.
See, I would go... I think I'd go in the past.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd go in the past.
How far?
Probably 17.
Till you're 17?
Yeah, I have some advice.
What is it?
I can't say.
You can.
But no. It'd be...
well, what advice would you give me as a 17-year-old?
Save your money, and trade school's fine.
Okay.
Like, that's cool too. Don't frown at it. Let's see. Would you rather have a home on the beach or in the mountains?
In the mountains.
Oh, I'd go beach.
I know. A lot of people would go beach.
I think I'd go beach just because I always wanted to be a surfer. I was terrible at skateboarding, so I'd probably be terrible at surfing as well. But I wanted to have that vibe.
Yeah.
You know? Right, grow my hair out again. So, all right.
I like to hike.
You like to hike?
Yeah, I like to hike.
Are you a climber?
I can be.
Rock climbing?
I'll turn into one.
Yeah, you got upper body strength, man. It's
tough.
tough.
I don't have that. But
have you seen that movie Free Solo?
I've seen clips from it, and it's scary.
Yeah, it makes my palms sweat just
Yeah.
thinking about it. Like up El Capitan with no ropes.
It's crazy.
That's incredible. What food do you crave most often?
Probably chocolate. Like, I'm always craving something sweet, and it's normally chocolate.
You like chocolate.
Yeah.
What's your favorite food?
Probably catfish.
Catfish?
Yeah, or any seafood.
If you could visit one place on Earth, where would you go?
Italy.
Where in Italy?
I know that's the question.
Hmm.
Let's say for now, Venice.
Venice.
We'll go to Venice. I always used to want to go to Paris, but now, like, that's a little too mainstream. And Venice might be mainstream too, but we're adjusting.
Yeah, and I saw all the water cleared up when when everything was locked down and stuff. So it'd be a nice place to go to now.
Yeah,
for sure. That's awesome. Venice. That's a good answer. I've been to Paris, but
you love it?
Yeah, it was expensive, man.
Yeah,
it's expensive, but it was good. I had the foie gras. I didn't. I could say I did it. I guess flex like that. All right, what would your dream house be like?
Big. It would be really not futuristic, but like modern, like a lot of electrical appliances and like a smart house, basically.
A smart house, yeah. Like a house made of iPads.
Sure.
Yeah. Like Tony Stark's house.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty cool. Touchscreen,
just
everything.
Touch everything, yeah. Like holograms everywhere.
Yeah, I like that. What always brings a smile to your face?
TikTok can always make me laugh.
Dude, you're into TikTok.
I really am. It's really sad.
Which song reminds you the most of your life?
Oh, that's an impossible question. That's an impossible question. There's so many songs, but none of them all at once.
Just name one.
We'll be basic and say The Climb.
The Climb.
Because like there's hills, up and downs, but you keep on going.
There you go. See, that's not basic. That's inspiring.
It is basic, but...
All right. Which is more important, truth or happiness? That's tough.
Yeah.
I'm for those watching, I'm just ripping this off some website, and I've not prepared this at all. So that's kind of a heavy question.
That is.
But I'm glad I asked it.
You're
Truth or
glad?
happiness? I would say happiness in the truth.
Good answer.
That's a good political
Truth and the happiness.
matrix answer. Just dodge the bullet there. Would you rather be rich or famous?
Rich.
Rich, yeah.
Yeah.
Quietly rich.
Yeah. Even though I would love to be famous,
Right.
rich just has something extra to offer.
I got you. If you were a superhero, what would your superpower be?
Probably telekinesis.
Telekinesis.
Hey.
Make things move with your mind.
Yeah.
Mine would be able to control gravity.
Make people just float midair.
Well, then I can also break gravity so I can move at infinite speeds.
Oh. You've
Right?
thought about this.
I've thought about it.
Yeah.
I've thought about it. Have you ever heard of we're getting deep, but have you ever heard of the alien spacecraft at Area 51?
I think everyone's heard of it.
You've heard of this? You've heard of this?
Yeah.
You've heard of this? You've heard of this? You know, they say those things move because they can break gravity. So there's no drag.
So you want to be an alien?
I don't want to be an alien. I just want to be able to move through time and space.
Understandable.
Yeah, and then if you are trying to you're trying to use your superpower on me,
Yeah, it wouldn't work.
I just make you float and you can't do anything,
Yeah.
right? I don't know. I'm not really sure. Okay, last one. If you were an animal, what would you be and why?
I love sea turtles because like they have such like interesting lives. Like they start off on the beach and they're fighting to get to the water against predators and against the heat. But then once they make it to the water, like they're not safe yet, but they live like happy lives, like long happy lives.
You've thought about that one, like I
have thought about that one.
Yeah. Sea turtles are pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
They're like
They fight
incredible
hard,
swimmers. I think they're big. They get
Yeah.
big. They start so small,
but live like 100 years, 150 years. I don't know.
right? Yeah, and like it's the tortoises and the Galapagos that live like something like 150 years.
Yeah.
Something crazy.
It's crazy.
It's insane. It's insane. Well, Channing, I appreciate you taking the time to sit down and play. That's the first in-person interview,
Yes.
not on Zoom. First question segment. I don't know. We'll call that something snazzy later.
Something cool.
Yeah.
Something
It was
unique.
21 questions, but not 21. Like
Not quite.
8.5 questions. But man, I really appreciate you taking the time to do this. It's really cool to get an insight into what student life is like, and I really look forward to seeing what you do with this. You know, seeing you interact with your classmates and underclassmen. It's going to be really exciting because I think it's going to give people a really good idea of what it's like to be a Crusader and what Sacred Heart is really like and what we have to offer. So thank you for your time, and man, enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you for having me, man.
All right.
You need a little slogan. I'm telling you.